What's up, boys? Data782 here with episode 15 of the Brooklyn Bellows franchise mode here at the beginning of the 2023-2024 regular season. But as you see, it shows that we were at the preseason because unfortunately I was testing out some new slider ideas, putting a few things up, putting a few things down, seeing if that would help the simulation. And then when I backed out and tried to go back to my save file, that save file magically disappeared. And my earliest save file was this one, unless I wanted to continue from December without ever having recorded anything. So I'm back before the preseason. I re-signed Jordan Wheel, I retraded Biaka Butika and all those guys. I signed some depth guys, the scout Mike Huxley. I had to I signed a depth, there's Wheel. I signed McKeown here, a depth D for Burnaby, and Daniel Carr as well. What I also did was that I called up Julian Palin to keep him as a depth defenseman in the NHL, because that means that Dennis Chipchura, a defenseman with top 4 potential, can be playing in Burnaby instead of staying scratched. So now we're at the preseason, so luckily we only simmed one game of the actual season. I refixed the lines how I think they were, power play and penalty kill. I went back in the recording. I didn't have the penalty kill recorded, so I just tried to make it as best as I could according to memory. And now, sadly, the biggest problem is that I have to redo all my scouting, which takes a really long time. So I'm just going to have to go back in and do that quickly. Give me a sec. All right, all the garbage of scouting is done. I scouted literally thousands of people, and hopefully that goes well. So now we're going to sim through the preseason that we already really did, so I'm not really going to care about it. Here we go. Presto changeo. And we end up having the exact same record, 5-2-0. The Capitals, though, went 7-0, and now in this new alternate reality, they went 1-5-1. So I guess reality is forever altered because of that save file, and we'll never know what that universe may have held for us. So I think we're ready to go. As I mentioned in the last one, I will be looking at possibly updating the defense. A top 4 defenseman would be nice. Might be Will Butcher over on New Jersey. Thinking of doing that potentially. We'll see how the season goes as we simulate Will Butcher here. We'll see, but I think that'll be the only change that I make. And with that, let's begin the season. So game 1 at Chicharo Arena. Let's go see the Stanley Cup banner get raised, bro. Because last episode I simmed through that game and I forgot to go into it and see. So let's go check it out at Chicharo. So EA can't even let me raise it. And Vitek Vanek is in nets. My AHL starter from last season is the starter in Carolina now. And for some reason EA doesn't want to let me see my Stanley Cup banner get raised. Okay, so beep you, I guess. Let's just leave that one. And we won 5-2, so beep you, EA. Let's continue simulating now. Speaking of EA, I like what they're doing for NHL 20 franchise mode. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Let's go to the game against... let's go see the Sharks, why not? Thomas Hertl against his old team. I'm looking forward to the trade finder and hiring and firing coaches, line chemistry, stuff like that will be interesting. Jet Wu and a 4th for a first round pick. That's interesting. What's Vancouver's status? They're a contender. For a first round pick, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I'll keep that in mind. But you got to make a deal like that before a team gets too good or too bad. Central scouting, alright. I'm looking forward to NHL 20. Hopefully all the stuff that they put in won't be broken. But at least the ideas are there. Barron and Wu for first and second. No, I don't want to do that. Beat the Senators 2-1. So here we are through the first 6 games. Jas, a second and a... Woo, this is interesting. Shane Gostisbehere and a 3rd round pick for Valerie Jas and 2 seconds. Shane Gostisbehere, 88 overall. He has 3 years left at 6.890. Offensive defenseman. See, the last... that's a tough one. 48 points last year. That's very tempting. Valerie Jas, though, 75 overall, 20 years old, medium elite. He's gonna be he could be a big fixture on our team down the road. And those 2 seconds. I'm going to turn it down for now. That's a really good offer. Up against the San Jose Sharks here. Shifley 7 points in 6 games. And here we go. First period against the Sharks. No goals. Second period, no goals. So heading into the third 0-0 game. Chittle scores on Martin Jones, 1-0. So I'd like to get through the season as fast as possible in terms of I don't want to jump into too many games. I want to keep it from being like an hour video. I'd like to go as fast as possible, so I don't want to keep everybody waiting forever. So I might jump into a few less games. Looks like we're holding on tight to this 1-0 lead, and Dahlin scores on Suglobov with 1:21 left. Headed into overtime now, but we get the winner. Thank you to Hampus Lindholm. 2-1 win for the Bellos over the Sharks. So now we're going to continue and get a good chunk of simulation done. Let's go all the way up until... Let's go see the Columbus Blue Jackets for a Stanley Cup final rematch. Let's go see that one. Here's an interesting offer. The Sharks want to give me a first and a second for Malkin and Smeed. Now, Smeed's a top 4 D with 49 overall, medium top 4 D, 18 years old, 5th round pick. Malkin is a medium starter. So this is a good offer. If I wanted to milk picks from teams, I could easily do this. However, I want to use these pieces as I guess trade bait not trade bait, but trade pumps, you know, like pumping value to a deal. So I'm gonna say no just for now. That's a really good offer though, a first and a second for those two guys. The Sharks are not a great team as of now. They're 2-4-1. Picks in 2025, which would be next season. It's a tough one, man. Smeed, is he going to grow? 49 overall, 18 years old, 6'5", defensive defenseman. Boris Malkin, 7th round pick. In 10 games, he has 9 wins in Russia, right? He's 9-1-0. Boris Malkin, 9-1-0 in 10 games in the KHL. I'm going to say no just for right now. That is an interesting offer, though, and a fair one, too. So thank you to San Jose for that. Gostisbehere for Javi Bulin. No, I'm going to say no to that. I don't want to trade Breland or Javi Bulin just yet, especially Breland. We shut out the Capitals 4-0, lose the Coyotes 4-1. Beat the Panthers 3-1, beat the Golden Knights 3-2 in a shootout, beat the Stars 2-1. Oh, that would have been a good game to go see. Silvergard injured foot, go do that. Currently on a 3-game winning streak, but that gets broken by the Leafs, who beat us 6-2. Actually, let's go see the Winnipeg game here, if I stopped it in time. Yeah, let's go see Winnipeg. We beat the Flyers there 5-2. Winnipeg Jets, Kyle Connor and Mark Scheifele up against their old team. Let's see what we can do against them here. First period, goal for the Jets from Jake Gensel. Second period, goal for us from Kyle Connor on Charlie Lindgren, who's starting in Winnipeg. Then Chittle makes it 2-1 for us. I don't know if I like that Suglobov was playing in so many games, but this was a back-to-back, so I guess I'll give it to him. We kill off the power play for the Jets there. Being outshot quite a bit. Power play for us. Gensel scores. Let me guess. Oh, and then Hurdle scores. 3-2 Bellos. Power play for the Jets. A late one that we kill off, and we win it 3-2 the final, thanks to the game-winning goal from Thomas Hurdle. Let's keep going to that game against the Blue Jackets. We have back-to-back shutouts when we shut out the Lightning 3-0 and the Canadiens 7-0. And we're getting a ton of injuries in Burnaby, but we haven't had an injury in the NHL in like a season and a half. Jordan Wheel filling in on defense for 1 game. Can't catch a breakdown in Burnaby. Lose to the Ducks 3-1. We want their pick to be either 10-5-4. Come on, I want them to be Pits this year. We're 13-6-0. The Jets are 13-4-2. Very even records. Let's see what we can do against them. Stanley Cup final rematch. Here we go. First period, goal for the Blue Jackets, it's Dubois. Second period, 2 for us, Byers and Marner. Nolan Foote comes back against Suglobov. Every game I simulate has Suglobov in nets for some reason. 2-2 game here in the third period. We kill off the Columbus power play. Let's go, boys. Let's shame them and let them know why we won last year in Game 7. 2 minutes left. Thomas Hurdle, is that going to be the winner again on Darcy Kemper? Mr. Darcy. Thomas Hurdle once again getting the game-winning goal as we take that one by a score of 3-2. Let's keep going. Let's go see the Blackhawks. Why not? They're 16-4-0. Let's go see our good friend Max Pacioretty. Jet Wu and Malkin for first and second. No, I'm not going to do that. We beat the Blues 2-1. Lose against the Bruins 3-1. Our rivals, the New York Islanders here. We lose 4-3 in the shootout against them. We are 15-7-1. Another. Why are all my defensemen? Oh no, this is Mikhnov. Oh, okay, Mikhnov. So that means Axel Andersson will slot up to the second pair, and I'll bring in Jet Wu over here to make his season debut, and he can really see if he. I'm gonna see if he can prove his worth to me. 2 seconds for Jet Wu. Gonna say no. See if he can prove his worth in these next few games. Byers strained hamstring. Ma, what? Do I have a scratched forward? No, not even. So I'm gonna call up Jordan Wheel. The legend himself, Jordan Wheel, back in the lineup for the Brooklyn Bellows at the age of 31. We lose 7-4 against the Red Wings. And now another injury for Burnaby. Injuries just keep on coming. That makes sense. Gourmet Morris can go here, Stokes here, and Daniel Carr can go there. I don't know why we're getting all these injuries for some reason. Central Scouting, whatever. Rangers are 10-15-1. We shut them out 5-0. The Edmonton Oilers. Suglobov strained hamstring. Ma, what? So now I need to call up Gord Chimera. Gord Chimera is going to be backing me up in the NHL, and Blumdahl, Vesa Blumdahl, will be the starter in Burnaby, with Prosky backing him up. All right, cool. Edmonton Oilers, we lose 3-1 against them. Mikhnov's available, but I want to wait just till after this game against the Blackhawks. Let's see what Wu can show me. We're 16-10-1, which is a bit concerning. But here we go. First period against the Blackhawks. DeBrincat up against his old team. 1-1 game. Goals for Marner and Strome. Yusei Saros in nets. Max Pacioretty on the ice. Second period, 3-2. Goals for Perlini and Verana. Marner scores for us. That's his second of the game. Third period now. Scheifele ties it up quickly. Just 34 seconds into this one. 3-3 tie in the third period. Another power play that we kill off. That was a 5-on-3. Make me smile. Teach these guys a lesson. Don't let them doubt you. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, and we're going to head to overtime where no one will score. And now we go to the shootout where Mark Scheifele gets the winner, and we take it 4-3. 2 goals and an assist for Marner. First star of the game. Congrats, Bello. Now I'm going to go check out how did Jet Wu do in those 4 games that he played, and probably going to have to put Mikhnov back in. The Wild want to give me Esa Lindell for Laxinen as 7th. Esa Lindell, he has 6 years left, 83 overall, two-way defenseman, 6 years left at 4.8. He's a pretty good defenseman. He's pretty solid. He'd be a good second pair defenseman, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I like Laxton. He's a good prospect. I'd rather trade something else if I wanted to get a guy like Lindell. Byers is also available, so I'll fix those lines once I get to this game against Vancouver, who are 8-15-5. Let's fix it up. So Jordan Wheel in 3 games had 1 goal. You love to see it. What a monster. Eric Byers comes back into the lineup, who has had 3 goals and 4 assists through 25 games. Jet Wu in 4 games was a +1. Okay, nothing crazy. Put him back down here. Byram's a -4. Lindholm's a +4. Benson's a +8. We'll bring Mikhnov back into the lineup. Mikhnov is a -6, really, with 18 penalty minutes. Huh. What if I put Anderson here? What if I bring Palin in? Actually, what if I just put Palin here? Let's try that out for a few games. Let's see what happens. Gord Chimera has not played yet. Thatcher Demko is very strong. Suglobov still injured. Wheel, Wu, Mikhnov. Okay. Let's continue simulating a little bit more before we take a look around the NHL. It's December 12th. We're going to keep going up to January 1st, and then we'll take a look. So we'll go right here, and then we'll see where we're at. Suglobov is back, which means Chimera goes back down. Got Gord Chimera back in the minors. Suglobov back in. Beat the Canucks 4-2, beat the Predators 7-2, overtime loss, win, win, win. So we have won. Are you serious, Eric Byers? Injured knee, out for like 3 days. Such a process. Jordan Wheel back in the lineup. And what was I saying? We've won 5 of our last 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we've won 6 of our last 7 even. Jet Wu and a 4th for a first-round pick. The Vancouver Canucks are 13-17-5. Says they're a contender, but they're not really. Again, I'll keep that in mind for the future. We beat the Sabres 5-2. We lose to the Flames. Not going to put Byers back in just yet. Wait till after this game against Senators, which we lose 3-2. We come to the new year with a record of 23-12-2. So let me just put Byers back in, then we're going to check out the points. Julian Palin, he's a +7 through 9 games. That's just crazy, man. He's 75 overall, playing the second pair D, and he's a +7 in 9 games. That's crazy, man. It's all about EA. It's all about the EA sliders. Axel Anderson, -2. Maybe I'll try Jet Wu in there instead of Anderson. I really should. If I'm gonna trade him, if I'm gonna trade somebody, I gotta know who I'm gonna trade. So I'll try Wu instead of Anderson for a little bit. And Demko, Suglobov. All right, let's go check out the points. So it seems like the boys are smiling so far. We got Mark Scheifele, 45 points in 37 games. Once again, it looks like it's a season where it is scoring by committee. Drops off Mitch Marner, 31 points. Kyle Connor, 26 points is surprising. What's disappointing is Andreas Janssen with 25 and then DeBrincat with 21. The second line struggling defensively. What's Rupe Hintz looking like? He's also a -3. Pelletier, 13 points. Gunter, 16 points. That's good for his rookie season. I might want to move around the first and second line. Maybe here, before I even look at the points and before I forget, the second line, I want to change it because of that plus-minus. I don't know, I want something changed. So maybe if I move Janssen and DeBrincat, and then Kyle Connor scoring actually. So what if I put Connor on the first line, DeBrincat second line center, and then, I don't know, Chittle is playing like a sniper, not much of a playmaker, and Rupe Hintz is more of a playmaker with Gunter. I don't know. What if I tried Chittle third line right wing? Is that just nuts? That's pretty crazy when I think about it. Kyle Connor's been doing well on the third line. DeBrincat at center, maybe it's going to help him out being back with Janssen. I don't know. I'm going to try that out, but I'm open to many different things. I'm not committed to anything just yet. I don't know, maybe Chittle's expendable? I don't know, is he? What if I take Malkin off the block here and put Chittle on the block? Because long term, I have Chittle at 4.3. He's 24 years old for 2 more years. Hintz, I don't know. He's 27? Man. Nothing's confirmed. I'm just going to put Chittle on the block, see what comes my way, because, I don't know, I'm not overly impressed by Chittle right now. But back to the points. I'm going to fix up the plus-minus like that. Power play points, or people scoring on the power play. Yeah, it looks good. Marner 8, Connor 6. DeBrincat 4. Yeah, shorthanded goals, anybody? Connor has 2. Scheifele 4 shorthanded points. Who's playing the most per game? Benson's averaging 25 minutes per night. Lindholm right behind him. Benson, big boy, plus 14. Hits, Rupe Hintz with 70. Blocked shots, Byram with 52. All the defensemen there. How about giveaways to takeaways? Muller has the most giveaways, 12 takeaways. Muller's a +1. Maybe I switch out Muller with like Miknov or something. He also has him and Palin, only guys with a fight. Okay, so we'll keep that in mind. Things to keep track of. I don't want to sim big chunks of the season for the rest of this year. I don't want to do a month at a time. I want to go little by little, probably more off camera, but I want to keep track of the points and maximize this team's potential. Thatcher Demko is 19, 9-2 with 3 shutouts, 925 save percentage, 2.28 goals against average, a monster. Suglobov 4-4-0, 1 shutout, pretty good, but he was injured a little bit, so cut him some slack. In the entire league, it looks like the best goalies are Anderson, Demko, and Vasilevsky. Vasilevsky, who has the edge here? I'd say it's between Demko and Anderson for top goalie in the league right now. Nikita Ponikarovsky is there. Philip Gustafsson, who always grows somehow or just always plays well. Looking at skaters in the entire NHL, it is William Nylander with 48 points in 37 games, which is leading the league. Tavares right there, Scheifele, Hall, Sagan, Patty Kane as always, Vigilante, Perlini's here, Brendan Perlini. Pacioretty, of course, is having a career year on that great contract that I signed him to, making 3.955. Beep you, absolute pig. That's pretty much it for surprises. Ovechkin's still here, 82 overall. He's still scoring, boys. Alex Ovechkin, is that someone that I should look into getting? I don't know. 2 years left, 7 million though. Rookie skaters, Julian Cox has 29 points in 37 games for Ottawa, the first overall pick of last season. Ryan Suzuki 18 points. Gunter's in there, 16 points. Any big rookie goalies? Nikolai Kavanov is actually playing a lot. He's a medium elite goaltender, 84 overall. Evan Fitzpatrick, at the age of 25, is starting goaltender on the Blues. We are tied for the lead in the Metropolitan with the Philadelphia Flyers in the entire NHL. We are 4th place. Power plays at 18.9%, penalty kill at 91. So the penalty kill is definitely good. But the power play, we're closer to the... we're in the middle. Yeah, we're in the middle, 18.9%, we're in the middle. It could be a bit better. So something to keep an eye on, but nothing to be too concerned with. So now I'm going to try simulating, let's say, I'm going to simulate 5 games with these new lines, with Jet Wu in the lineup and all that. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go to the game against Vegas. We'll sim the game against Vegas, we'll go to the game against Dallas, and then we'll see how we look. So pretty good results. We had 4 straight wins, and then a 3-0 loss to Vegas. So let's simulate this 6th game here against Dallas. First period against the Stars here, DeBrincat gets 2 on Anton Forsberg. Jamie Benn gets 1 on Demko. Second period, goal apiece, Radulov and Scheifele. Third period here, Ivanov scores on Demko. That guy is an absolute monster when it comes to scoring goals. Come on, Gunter, show the Stars what you got after you were buried for 5 years in the WHL. 3-3 game with 5 minutes left. Let's go, boys. Who's going to step up and show me something? No one will. How about an overtime? Who has quote and passion in overtime? Anybody? No. Shootout, who has quote and passion? Sagan and Ben do, and we lose 4-3 in the shootout. So we go 4-1-1 in that 6-game period. Let me check out the plus minuses and Jet Wu. DeBrincat -6 got a bit better. Hurdle -5 a bit better. Interesting. 1 goal for Gunter in that time. Chittle got a goal and 2 goals and an assist, I think. Still -8 though. Hintz -4. I don't like that. Jet Wu is a -1 through 10 games, not doing anything. Palin's a +7. Let me try Miknov back in. No, you know what? Here, let me try Anderson in here, and then let me try Miknov in the place of Muller. I think it's becoming more and more clear that I'm gonna have to trade for a defenseman. Palin. Do I try Palin? No, I'm going to try the pairs like this. I might switch them up. I'll try them like that. So let's simulate another 5 games, and we'll see where that brings us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll bring us to this game against Tampa Bay. Let's go see this one. See how the small changes have any impact on that. Players want to give me a first and a second for 2 seconds and Smeed? No. Lost 2-0 to Toronto. We won 4-3 in a shootout against the Flyers. Benson strained hamstring. Bah. I'll give Wu a chance on the top pair. Jet Wu can go up there. Won't be long that Benson is out. Winnipeg, we beat them 7-4. Gustav's brilliant, man. The injuries are just coming in for the defense this season. We lose 2-1 to Minnesota. Now we'll see what we can do against Tampa Bay here in the 5th game of this experiment. We are 2-2-0 thus far. Let's make it 3-2-0. Let's go. First period, goal for Tampa, Chiarelli. Second period. Third period, Janssen gets one in Vasilevsky, 1-1. Rematch of the first round of last year's cup run. Power play, nothing from that one. 5 minutes left, 1-1. Not a lot of scoring in these last few games. Low scoring games. Overtime now. Is everyone going to show me something in overtime? No. Shootout, and we lose in a shootout. We go 2-2-1 over those 5 games. But now Benson is back, so let me fix up the lines after this game against Montreal. Got a bye week here for the All-Star break. Jet Wu for Anders Lee in a third, nah. So Benson's back in the top pair. I'm going to try Muller back down with Anderson. It's tough, man. Trying to get just the right permutations to make things go on all cylinders. Here against the Montreal Canadiens. First period, 2 goals for us. Marner and who was it? Dano scores there. Marner and Gunter, okay, on Mrazek. Dano scores on Demko there. Third period now, up by 1. Let's go, boys. Power play 5-on-3, and nothing comes from that one. And again, it's going to be a low-scoring game, boys. Mirko Muller, there he is with the empty netter. And we win that one 3-1. Alrighty. It's a W. That's our 30th win of the season. 30, 15, and 4. Ducks are 25, 18, and 6. We got to beat the Ducks. Let's go, boys. Let's beat the Ducks. Chittle and Stokes for Lindell. Belpedio and a third. Interesting. I put Chittle on the block just to see what would come my way. Louis Belpedio. Oh, Louis Belped. He's a defenseman, 27 years old, two-way guy. Nothing crazy. Lindell, they've already been offered to us. I don't know about that. I'm gonna pass. Interesting offer, but no. Burnaby were 19, 20, and 10 down there. That's pretty rough. Let's go. We gotta beat the Ducks, bro. We gotta make them miss the playoffs. Let's go. This is a big game. This is for pride and glory for that first round pick. Teach Sam Girard a lesson. Here we go. First period. Goal apiece. Kyle Connor and is that Matt Jones? Jones was a Ducks prospect in real life. Second period. Goal for us. It's Alex DeBrincat on Yaroslav Halak, who's still in the league. 2-1 lead. Nick Ritchie ties it up. Come on, boys. Make these guys miss the playoffs. We need that pick to be a lottery pick. 5-on-4 power play for us. Can't capitalize. 38 shots to their 28 right now. 5 minutes left in this one. And another game going to overtime. No hero in overtime. Shootout, and we lose in a shootout. Why can't we win in the shootout, man? Gustavs Breland, man, this guy is always getting in. It's like his 3rd injury of the season. I know we're in first, but man, I want the defense to be better. I can't trust those pairs going into the playoffs. Benson's a plus 21. Wow. Lindholm plus 13. Byram plus 1. Palin's a 0. Might be time to get Palin out of there. Anderson -3. Muller -3. Muller, one of the originals from Brooklyn. Maybe if I could trade, do I trade Jet Wu or do I trade Axel Anderson? See, Jet Wu's been a steady guy with he's kind of he's a slight negative player. Meanwhile, Axel Anderson, usually a plus, sometimes a slight negative. See, I have so many defensive prospects, I'm just going to have to make a move either way. If I make Palin my new depth guy, and I bring someone in right here, and I trade Wheel. What about Mikhnov? Mikhnov's been pissed. 20 penalty minutes with a -6. 82 discipline, 69 poise. Do I want to keep Mikhnov? But he has 98 shot blocking, 92 stick checking. What's wrong? He's always been a plus everywhere he's been. Okay, I'm going to give Mikhnov another chance. This is going to be it. This is it right here. Mikhnov with Byram. Or actually maybe Mikhnov with Anderson. Mikhnov with Muller. Byram and Anderson. Let's try that. Penalty kill's been working, so I guess I'll just keep it as it is. And let's simulate a few games. 1, 2, 3, 4. But let's go to the Avalanche. They're a good team. That'll be a good test. Jet Wu in a 3rd for a 1st? No. Chittle for Lindell in a 3rd? No. I would need a 2nd line center or a 3rd liner or someone in return. 1-0 shutout against the Blue Jackets. Chittle a 3rd and a 5th for a 1st and a 2nd? No. I don't want to just do straight up trades for picks. 4-2 win against the Blues. Habibulin and Laxon for Shea Theodore and Brett Pesce. That's interesting. Shea Theodore, 1 year left at 5 point whatever mil. 86 overall. Man, very good defenseman. -32 a couple years ago. -11 last year. He's a +1 so far this year. Good defenseman. That's a tough call. I don't think I'm gonna do that trade though. I don't need 2 defensemen either. But Shea Theodore just alone would be nice. Bruins, we beat them 3-2. We're on a 3-game win streak. 1st and a 3rd, no. Up against the Islanders now, our rivals. Chittle, no. That one was just a 1st and a 2nd for Chittle and a whatever. 2-1 win against the Islanders. 1st for Chittle, no. 2-1 win against the Islanders. So we are on a 4-game winning streak with those line changes. I like it. 34, 15, and 5 coming against the 32, 19, and 3 Colorado Avalanche. Very good team. First period, 0-0. Second period, 1 goal for Nathan McKinnon on Thatcher Demko. Understandable. That goalie is very good on the Avalanche. Power play for us, though, can't break him. 32 shots thus far. We can't beat the Avalanche goaltender. Zadorov gets a goal to make it 2-0, and that might just be enough. And it will be, man. That guy is good. Samsonov. Oh yeah, they signed him in free agency. Ilya Samsonov. So we'll continue simulating a little bit more. The Blackhawks are a good team. Let's go see them. Jet Wu in a second for Lee, a second and a third. No. We shot out the Red Wings 2-0. Then Chittle, Smeed in a second for Gallagher in a third. Now that is interesting. Brendan Gallagher, 87 overall, 31 years old, but 2 years left at $7 million. That's rough. He has 44 points in 54 games this year. Very good player. Very good player, that's for sure. Not doubting that. But 2 years left at $7 million is a bit steep. That's a bit steep. Plus we trade a second for a third, so we move down around and give Chittle and Smeed. They wouldn't want to do Chittle and Smeed for Gallagher, would they? No. What? They think I'd lost my mind. Come on, Bergevino. Interesting. I'm gonna keep it in mind that they want to move Gallagher. So we beat the Red Wings 2-0, lose to the Rangers 3-1, overtime loss to the Oilers 3-2. Now we're taking on the 34-21-3 Chicago Blackhawks. First period, goal apiece, Strome and Marner. Second period, another goal apiece, Jokiharju and Scheifele. Third period, tied at 2. We have 12 shots. Gunter, 3 goals on 13 shots on Yusei Soros. Beep you pig. That's what happens. Dylan Strome makes it 3-3. And then Verana makes it 4-3, as they have 36 shots to our 16. Come on, bro, get some shots on net. This guy's pits between the pipes. Let's take him down. But no one will want to, right? No one will want to. Why would they want to? Another regulation loss. Chill for a first and a third. No, I don't want to trade with you, Anaheim. We're 27-20-12 in Burnaby. That's nice. We went on a nice winning streak. So here at the end of February, let's check out the points after 59 games. Let's see where we're at and where we can improve. Mark Scheifele, 62 points in 59 games, leading the way. Mitch Marner has 50 in 59. Interesting year for him. He is not scoring much, but 50 points, 59 games, still a good and respectable point line. Andreas Janssen, 39 points in 59 games is weird. Lindholm has 35 somehow. DeBrincat 33. Everyone's dropping off, but like, I don't know. Scheifele's getting it done for us. Chittle 26 points. It's weird. Gunter 11 goals, 9 assists in his rookie year here. Pelletier, Rupe Hintz is garbage. Miknov a -4 through 38 games. So that second line, bit of negativity there. Gunter, the third line's definitely struggling plus minus wise. Chittle, man, he's listed as a second line forward, but I don't know. What if I trade Hintz and Wu and someone, I get a really good third line forward, and then Chittle can play third line center. Let's see if there's any high scoring players with low overall / value in the NHL. Alright, so hear me out, boys. This is a trade that I'm thinking about right here. Chittle and Hintz. Chittle, 2 years left, 4.3, 24 years old. I haven't been sold on him this year. He is scoring goals, not getting assists. He has a bad plus minus. I don't even know if there's really room for him. He had 30 points last year. I don't know. He had a big 59-point season that one year. He has the potential, but I don't know. Rupe Hintz, he has not been what I wanted him to be. 4 goals, 12 assists in 59 games with a -7. He's not been meeting what I wanted. So if I package these guys up to Washington, this guy, Shane Gersich, he is a third-line centerman. He is 83 overall. He has good 4-star defense. He has 92 passing. He's a passer, that's for sure. He is making $3.295 for the next 3 years. And so far this season, 22 points in 60 games. Nothing crazy. But I think if we utilize him right, look at this. He got 43 points last year. His plus minus is not bad. But the really big piece coming back is Andrei Burakovsky as well. 84 overall. He could play second line right wing. 21 goals, 21 assists this year for 42 points in 60 games. Already at his career high. Good plus minus as well. He has 4-star defense. Good shooting. If I could get these two guys and throw in some picks for Hintz and Chittle, I think that would be a good upgrade to our third line. So let's see what the Capitals say to this. Bit low for us, probably for a fourth and a fifth. Sweeten just a touch. It's okay to disrespect me, I understand. Trade accepted for a 5th round pick. Thank you, Washington. Let's fix these lines and see how they look. So here are the updated lines. First line, Janssen, Scheifele, Marner. Second, Connor, DeBrincat, Hurdle. Third line, Gunter, Gersich, and Burakovsky. We're going to try that out. And then the fourth, Byers, Shaw, Pelletier. Defense stayed the same. I'm going to put Miknov here, who's up to 82 overall. Muller and Wu down on the third pair. We'll try that out. Special teams, power play will look like this with Burakovsky on the second line. DeBrincat will center the second unit as well, and Hurdle will come to the first unit. Him and Marner will switch sides. Pounding kill, Gersich will center a line with Janssen, since both Hintz and Chittle were this old second pair. They're both gone. And those will be the lines. We're going to try moving forward with that. And we're going to keep notes as well. That's starting right now. Gersich in 60 games has 10 goals, 12 assists, -5. And Burakovsky in 60 games has 21 goals, 21 assists, and is a +8. So we're going to continue on in the simulation after making that move. Hopefully it's going to go well. I don't know how if that's going to come back to bite us with Washington if we see them in the Cup Finals or something like that. Or not when I say in the Cup Finals, we're both in the East. First period of our new look Brooklyn Bellows. Let's see how we do against the Vancouver Canucks. First period, goals apiece, Scheifele and Domi. Second period, 2 goals for the Canucks, Yolivi and Nyquist, our old friend Gustav Nyquist. Demko playing against his old team that disrespected him. Mitch Marner on Bobrovsky. 3-2, lead cut to 1. Who's going to be a hero? Come on, tie it up, boys. And Gersich ties it up at 3. Shane Gersich. Huge goal to tie this game up and push it to overtime. Yes, gets us that 1 extra point at least. Shane Gersich. What a bellow. And in overtime, like usual, nothing happened. Oh! With 58 seconds left, Hampus Lindholm and the Brooklyn Bellows win this one 4-3. Thank you to Shane Gersich for getting that tying goal. Big goal for us there. So we're going to continue simulating on now. We're at this game. We're in the middle of February, end of February. The trade deadline's coming up. We'll sim to it, see what if anything else gets offered to us. Maybe want to pick up a defenseman. Esa Lindell for Laxton in the 7th. No. Gostisbehere for Jas, a 2nd and a 4th. That is tempting, man. No, Jas is the future. I can't trade Jas, one of my best prospects. Jet Wu, okay, here's something interesting. Jet Wu in a 3rd for this guy McCoshen and a 2nd. Ian McCoshen, no. 2 goals, 5 assists, -8 bits. Might have to wait till next season to do something. I don't know. We beat the Predators 2-1. We lost to the Kings 4-3 in a shootout. And the Hurricanes, Pro Scout, thank you. Jet Wu for 2 seconds. How's Vegas? They're a winning team. Jet Wu for 2 seconds. My own 2nd, and then their 2nd. I already have a first. I already have 2 firsts and 2 seconds in this draft. Do I want to trade Jet Wu for 2 seconds, or do I just wait till next year? I don't know. We lose the Hurricanes 3-2 in a shootout. 5 of our last 6 games have gone to overtime or a shootout, and we have won 2 of them and lost 3 of them. So, all right. Trade deadline's coming up against the Devils. I'm going to quickly browse through the trade blocks and see if anything piques my interest. No one on the block that I think it makes sense to go after, so we're not going to make any more trades, I don't think. Around the NHL, let's see if any trades have been made. I got to do this more often. I always forget to look at this. Oh, the Islanders got Gustav Nyquist from the Canucks. That's interesting. Nyquist, a 3rd, and Goldobin for 2 random guys. The Boston Bruins get Brendan Gallagher from Montreal for 2 first-round picks and another random guy. Then the Canadiens acquired Jordan Greenway for a 3rd, a 4th, and Carl Hagelin. That's pretty interesting. Ottawa gets Anders Lee in a 2nd for Kaliev and 2 thirds. Ottawa got Ryan Nugent-Hopkins for 2 first-round picks. Man, that's some big trades around the league, man. I gotta look at this more often. And just like that, I think we're going to sim through the trade deadline, boys. We're not going to make any more moves. Our team is set, and we're ready to smile. So let's go up to the game against Washington Capitals. Why not? Let's go see them. 37, 18, and 8 is our current record. Might get some last trades here. A first and John Merrill for Wu and Smeed. 2025 first, because the Predators are a bad team. They're a hopeful. John Merrill is a rando. -3 depth guy. Should I trade Jet Wu and Radislav Smeed? Medium top 4, 52 overall. Oh, that is tempting, man, because Wu could get me like 2 seconds, but Wu and Smeed can get me a first and John Merrill. Man, I think I'm going to do it, man. Jet Wu, haven't been sold on him. Don't like his stats that much. Would he grow next year? I don't know, but this Predators pick is tough to turn down. They're not that great of a team. Maybe next year it's a good pick. See if I can milk as much as possible out of this deal, and there you go. I got a 4th, a 5th, and a 6th out of it. I don't know if I'll re-sign John Merrill, but that's it, man. Jet Wu was in our lineup, but it's okay. I'm just going to quickly swap him out and put Axel Andersson in there. Because we got a lot of defensemen, man. We have a lot of defensive prospects. Do I put John Merrill or do I put Axel Andersson? I'll put Axel Andersson for now. Man, we have a lot of defensive prospects. Look at these guys. Pekka, Breland, Barron, Jas, Chipchura, Silverguard. All prospects that could play in our team. Game against the Devils here in the trade deadline. We beat them 9-6. Okay, that's a doozy. Mirko Muller bruised ribs. So I'm just going to go in and put John Merrill in the lineup. Nice and easy. It makes his Brooklyn Bellos debut in a 5-4 overtime loss to the Sabres. We beat the Penguins 2-1 in overtime, lost to the Flames 2-1 in a shootout, lost to the Senators 3-1. Philip Schlappick on waivers, really? How the mighty have fallen. He's 80 overall, low top 9. He's been riding the bench all year. The poor guy. Schlappick, he's making $2 million for 1 more year? I think I'll take him. Why not? I don't even know if I'm going to play him, but I'd rather have him for depth than Jordan Wheel if I need something, you know? Okay, welcome to the team, Philip. And then a 7-2 win against the Sharks. So now we're going to take on the Washington Capitals. We are 40, 19, and 10. Let's see what we got, boys. Gersic and Burakovsky against their old team. Chittle and Hintz against theirs. First period, 0-0. Second period, 1-1. Goal for Scheifele and Oshie. Come on, boys. Let's shame these old pigs. Burakovsky, show me something. I believed in you, bro. Power play for the Capitals. Long power play. Oshie scores his 2nd of the night. Still a power play we kill off. I don't know who's getting penalties like this. Checking from behind major from Burakovsky. So I gave him a bit too much excitement there, and he got a misconduct. It's alright, Burakovsky. It happens. It's okay, Andre. Let's continue simulating, and we'll just forget about that. Let's go see our division rivals, actually, let's go see the Dallas Stars. Let's go see them with Dylan. Let's go see Gunter, have him against his old team, the team that drafted him but never gave him a shot. Draft class as well has come out, so quickly check Central Scouting. Nice to see that the scouts are uncovering lots of people. I send my scouts out to like the top 800-900 people, so there should be some nice secrets out there, some gems. I don't know what you want to call them. They're not officially gems, but like, look at this guy, ranked 400 or whatever, but scouts say 2-bar medium elite. 376, 2-bar medium elite. So I'm not gonna pin everybody. I'll find them when it's time. Look at these guys, man. Rank 305. Question mark ranks. They're in the 600s. This guy's ranked 666. 1-bar medium elite, maybe. This guy's a gem, Vic Chichu. Okay. This guy's 3 bars low elite, ranked in the 300s. These guys are all 3 bars low elite, and they're all in the 700s. That's crazy, man. I'll find these guys when it comes time for the draft, but wow, that is wild. Really, always send your scouts, boys. Here's a little tip. Send your scouts out to everyone, not just the top 200 prospects or whatever. Lose against Coyotes 2-1. We are 40, 21, and 10. Muller, I'm going to keep him out a bit longer. Lose to the Panthers 5-3. And then we win in the shootout against Vegas 5-4. Put Mirko back in the lineup now. So here we are against the Dallas Stars, who are 35, 33, and 5. See if Dylan Gunter has anything to say against his old team. Goal for Jamie Benn on Demko. Second period, nothing. Third period, nothing's happening. Power play Dallas, and John Klingberg gets a goal. Still a power play for Dallas. Yikes, that one's over. And we lose that one 3-0. Anton Forsberg gets a shutout, of course. Below 80 overall, and you're a monster. I forgot the old EA rule. So season is drawing to a close. Let's go see this game against Anaheim. Maybe them, if we can beat them, it'll just knock them out of a playoff spot. Maple Leafs, we beat them 2-1 in overtime. Burnaby, we're doing well down in Burnaby. We beat the Flyers 3-2. That was a big win. We beat the Jets 5-4. Minnesota Wild, who are having a pit season, we beat them 7-5. We beat the Lightning 4-1. Nice win streak we have going there. And a 3-0 win against the Canadiens. Sadly, the Ducks also are on a winning streak, and they're 40-32-8. They'll likely make the playoffs. We are 47-23-10. Too many overtime losses this season. First period, nothing. Second period, nothing. Third period, shots are 23-17 in our favor. Power play, nothing. Raquel breaks it with 13:38 left in the third period. Raquel. And then Kyle Connor, though, gets one on John Gibson with 7:55 left. Game tied up at 1. Come on, boys. Let's keep them from making the playoffs if we can. But it's going to go to overtime. They'll get a point. Overtime here. Don't want to drop another overtime game or a shootout loss. Shootout, and we drop it. DeBrincat scores, but so does Raquel and Adam Henrique, and we lose that one 2-1 in a shootout. And the final game of the season, Andreas Janssen, a sprained ankle. Yikes. Okay, let me fix those lines. So Schlappick will go on the wing right here with Shaw on the fourth line, Hurdle up to the first, Burakovsky up to the second, just for this last game of the season, with a Stanley Cup rematch against the Columbus Blue Jackets, who are 44-29-8. A good season for them. Let's close it off with the win, boys. Let's go. Let's get as high as possible so we don't get any garbage in the playoffs. First period, goal for Kyle Connor on Mr. Darcy. Second period, still 1-0. 25 shots for the Blue Jackets. Foodie scores on the power play against Demko. 1-1 tie here in the third. 5 minutes left, still a 1-1 tie. Not liking that we haven't been able to score goals in these games where I come in and watch. I don't know why I always have to go to overtime or a shootout. And it's a winner for Gersic. Huge goal for Shane Gersic. Man, I hope he's been doing well. Hopefully not just the games that I've come to watch, but Shane Gersic, the hero in this one, as we finish our season with a record of 48-23-11. Let's check out the points. We won the Metropolitan with 107 points, our best season in franchise history. Mark Scheifele got 84 points with 33 goals. Big season for him. Mitch Marner, our captain, 21 goals and 51 assists. Andreas Janssen, 56 points, 21 goals, 35 assists. Bit of a downgrade, lowest in his career in the lowest of his last 4 seasons. But still a good year for Andreas Janssen, who's now injured as well. Hampus Lindholm, that's a huge season. 51 points and plus 24. Career high in points for Hampus Lindholm. Man, oh man. Andrei Burakovsky, so in the 23 games that he played for us, he scored 5 goals and 3 assists for 8 points. So 8 points in 23 games on the third line and a +6. Interesting. And Gersic, in the 23 games that he played for us, got 6 goals, 10 assists, 16 points, and was a +11 because he was a -5 before. So Shane Gersic really putting on a show. I like it, man. Thomas Hurdle, 48 points, downgrade from last year as well. Big downgrade after he went off last season with 65 points, but still got it done. DeBrincat, huge disappointment this season, down to 85 overall. Career low in goals and points. Doesn't make sense at all, but hopefully next year he'll bounce back. Kyle Connor gave him a lot of chance this season. He did well with 42 points. Not too bad, Gersic there. Gunter in his rookie season scored 34 points. Not too bad. 15 goals and 19 assists on the third line. Benson was huge at +29 with 30 points. 16 goals and 14 assists for Brendan Benson, the former third-round pick. Pelletier in his rookie year, 28 points on the fourth line, also good. Bowen Byram, 27 points. That's a career high. Yeah, career high in points for Bowen Byram. Goals and points with 27. A +9 as well. Like to see that. Eric Byers in his second season improved by 3 points. 24 points on the fourth line. Mason Shaw in his rookie year, he had 23 points. Not too bad as the fourth line center. A +9 as well. I'd like to see that. Now here are these defensemen. Muller in 70 games, 12 points, -5. Anderson in 72 games, 9 points, -3. Merrill in 70 games, 7 points, -5. Miknov in 61 games, 2 points, -7. Wheel 1 goal. Schlappick 1 game and nothing. Palin in 22 games, he was a 0. So I might want to put Palin in over Miknov. I don't know, man. Those are all the skaters. Goalies, Thatcher Demko, 68 games, got 39 wins, 18 losses, 11 overtime losses, 6 shutouts with a .930 save percentage and a 2.11 goals against average. Suglubov went 9-6-0 with a shutout. Man, I don't know what I'm going to do for the goalies next season. I definitely need help in that category. Give me your suggestions. Vasilevsky led the NHL in wins with 40. Demko had the best... Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen giving him a run for his money, but Demko could be a Vezina Trophy finalist / winner. In the entire NHL, it was Taylor Hall with 50 goals and 103 points that led the way. Wow. Nico Hischier, of course, getting all those assists, is up there in points with 98. Ivanov on Dallas, 83 points. Tavares, Kessel at the age of 36 puts up 85 points. Crosby at the age of 36 also doing the same thing. Ben, Vigilante, Strome, Unila, Vesalainen, Christian Vesalainen, Tarasenko, McDavid, Pacioretty, of course, goes off. Good for you, you piece of garbage. Lucas Raymond, Lafreniere, Rantanen, Raquel, Franzen, Zadina. All the boys that you'd love to see are up there. Morgan Rielly, 63 points as a defenseman. How did Benson do in goals among defensemen? He was probably top... Here he has 16 goals. He's in the top. Ekman Larson with 26 goals. Man. Eric Carlson with 20. Cam Fowler, 18. Cale Makar with 18. Brent Burns. And then there's Benson. John Klingberg. Gotta love John Klingberg. Sean Dursey. Rookie skaters in the NHL. Julian Cox got 52 points in 81 games as the first overall pick for the Ottawa Senators. Ryan Suzuki, 49 points. Ulf Renberg with 34. Gunter was up there. Jesse Yelenen is up there as well. Jesse Yelenen. Earl Chung. And one of our best seasons, but I don't know how we struggled in the stats, man. Just people couldn't get it. We had a 17.2% power play and an 87.2% penalty kill. Good enough for... what the... Bellies! We won the President's Trophy! Oh no, hold on. We got okay, because the Maple Leafs still have a game. Okay, so if the Maple Leafs win their last game, then we don't win the President's Trophy. Hold on. Let's advance a day right here. Advance a day. Oh, did it? We did, boys! Look at us. The 2024 President's Trophy winning Brooklyn Bellows. We did it, boys. Only with 107 points, but we did it. Wow-wee. Wow. 48, 23, and 11. So number 1 in the NHL on our power play. 17.2%. Wasn't that great. On our penalty kill, we were 87.2%. Number 1 penalty kill in the NHL. You love to see that. Okay. Not bad. Let's check out Burnaby points here. Burnaby Aces, 66 points in 82 games for Dakota Canzanello, our first round pick in 2020, 25th overall, 24 goals and 42 assists. Alexander Kovnov with 62 points. Neil Carson, our first round pick in 2021, got 58 points. Grachev, 54. Tongue, 33 goals and 52 points for Tongue. Wow. With 10 power play goals. Okay. Emiliano Grume Morris, Pekka with 45 points and 17 goals as a two-way defender. I like that, yeah. Laxinen, Breland, Sadikov, all the boys here. Stokes, we signed him in free agency. He had 24 points. Barron struggled in the plus-minus. So did Jas. Goalies, Gord Chimera, 26, 15, and 7 with 5 shutouts, and Blumdahl, 13, 12, and 6 with 1 shutout. Prosky, 2, 1, and 1 with a shutout. Good for him. Florian. Let's check out the progress reports. In the system, let's look at who modified the most. Tommy Laddie, he's up to a 55 overall now. Not sure what he started at. He had 3 assists in the SHL or wherever he's playing. Cal Ovstand, he's also in the SHL, 35 games, up to a 60 overall. Mikko Tervainen, I remember we drafted him as a gem. He had 20 points in 46 games in the SHL. That's pretty big, 70 overall. Gratcha Vic Hartman up to a 55. Kalle Whiting, Roy Bois, Gustavs Korolev, Bryce Cameron up to a 68. This guy, 11 goals, 33 assists. Bryce Cameron in the queue, 44 points. All right. Zachary Grantham, one of our good goalie prospects. He's up to a 65 overall. Okay, 21 wins for him. Boris Malkin had 26 wins in the KHL. That's big for him as well. 26. Ooh, wow. Boris Malkin, 26, 3 and 3 with a shutout. Wow. Healy's up to a 67 overall. He scored 71 points in 55 games in the queue. Very nice. Habibulin, 49. Nice, boys. Some good growth from the prospects and everybody down there. And without further ado, let's see who we're playing in the first round, boys. In the first round, as the President's Trophy winners, we will be taking on the Boston Bruins. All right, the Boston Bruins. So I'm not even going to look at their lines. I'm going to save that for next episode. I'm not going to look at their players or anything like that. I think I'm just going to end it there, boys. It's already been a long enough episode. So that's it for this one. Let me know your thoughts on who should be playing defense, who should be, what should the lines look like. Janssen's still out, so the lines are looking like this as of now. Defense is looking like this as of now. Do I swap out Miknov for Palin? Playoffs is a different story, man. Playoffs is a different beast. People wake up and they become monsters and they write stories for themselves. Miknov last year, 2 points plus 1, 9 games on our cup run. So let me know your thoughts on all the line combinations before we head into the playoffs as the defending Stanley Cup champions. I'm just going to fix a bit of scouting, but that is it for this one. So thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you in the next one.